wote se etwagwe nyina nipa nyankopon de fa no so ema yenyaye edegye ye ni ededi agro ede som ye nyankopon ene won ka te asefo ho bio na sebi esanse wo ye obi desia no oda abusua bi mu nti na ehu behia se ye bekọ abusua ne na so sansansa ma eti sei no so wani kan ante emfre abusua no ho a ya na anka mamre mu no ye musuo etia sa wo beka abonten so enti ye nua be ma na fe ne di mi kantante akọ abusua fie honom nana asemi de mu oye o nana akọ aba o. Hello Nana Fen. Yo Nana Fen aja arawosam aboga na fo nyina ma ye nyina ya to abese no ye woni ye nua aja ebien amwakọ kofi owusudua antoa ne nwom to din eye koda na busua fie akohwe se de abusua no aso asem no mu wote ne sen na akoye nso amane ben ene ye de bowo
yo medasi sekiwa meka ende eba Ghana ha hinara nkankara secondary separate ayohu ahye bebia o sende ese bebia amafo ka yenua koda na asam nkankara pode ofi western region separate chano krum bebia oti ho no ayate yenye ne today yenua koda waka nchine gudu ampa mo ban na mko oye yenua koda niki na mko du niki no na ayohu westi ho no na yesho but asha amafo a wo fifie ho wo lupui na worba no kwan ko duro ko na tent worbo wabo tent is worda ogudu so worbo bi ka ho na mom asama ebusua no waka kira mi yende asama no afi na wesi nti wasamala enchebera ayade a wode press release and a press statement wode baba nti wasamala wotuna wanka ho bibiara on tenchram mukodu on necessary penyin na mkoto na mame na ne papa de mekada wa ayi kwa bibi se wona ase no na ya da woche da woche dem wori bi aroho na amanfo so wo fie wo papa na nam da necessary no obombo de ka tsam dem gogo brain wa ba ha bi fu bi ma ba ha wa ka se won de won tum na won ka wo print bibiara it's the same thing and over ka tsam na wa samara mo so no respect our decision na ebusia no we take ne se tell out one America say di wona smart so we ka di kwampo a ya da wo tuba ka asem bia anya na wakaka asem a sedwa ense da waka na no minister no accompany me na ka champion there you know koda no for enda and the tiyala na yakopon otunsa o de friend no na osan so kan na ochire me there Ghana hara na owo ma enyo koda odi film no na osamala monko na mo metiri ebusia to niam ewia obotu na watunsa wada afra nyama samcho ko mo wo bia no ya da ba to oya Ghana ko ina wonyi ndi se chwa yemi koda di ne kwa nyame enyim ne ko tutu no no waka mama ate de yemi koda yakopon watunsa afra na aba sekuni ne takwa da di yara waya ayo so ama fu ko kwa no worko no worko no na me de necessary no okacha mi osramala me respect ebusion with education ama mo so me de bu me no hon me nka video me nye bibara na me da mo a me be ndi se to bi sama na yo so ma bo to secondary na takwade na Ghana nyina ya na do onye
secondary takwade na mo wo Castro woko ena ne ye nim sa jontofo ne bi wo hode eja kenata mo ada romance no mo wo bebre e wo honom na koda sadia ne njumto epeja kokoduye na ene asama eti se baye no nkomo ban na woti wo street
yo medasi in fact koda ayubia enam de oyan young na also o tikano ko bono de amanto so nyumba papa obi kwa o chede koda na start no na kita obono no na opam ye baga odi ne kita ni sim no so no kwa wa pam de 510 odam koda na o chede e ko patim ba wo ye busio dia wo kaka chede wa de won pon ho asam ya jinta de bia ebusua no wo ho asam asama obi ka kiram wo owan na afokoma titwa aya ho radio stations and can current FM ya wata kwada na other radio station yemi koda no nyuma na awiapuru be hina manfo agba na necessary no ka menene de komo no temi yemi koda ojare so kada wanyara obo mo ojare me mo obotum so waka na wasibite de wata po won nyina wonim de you know koda dank waka ebusia no wo fi arenyen na ya ho sam atide waboto na di you say so baby be post kindi ta kwade bia no ya da manfo wa yo papa the sunday that she akwana you know koda offer da manfo che de anu later boy the free na work the the koda so obanedan che de undim amanfo papa na no djuma oye undim amanfo in fact baby be she amanfo ya na work no asem de ayo ho sam no waboto na ndo
ne wamane ye de obuo ene ni die se ema busua no na ya ma omo ya akọ na ya wo atwenyem na fe ya twen na de busua no beka no yetimi adibi asomo jumtuni koda obo hosana obo amen ono na sem ne ye kan yentie na nwom na kakra sua ye se ye di koda jumde ene se de yetimi de kanya ye ho achi a aka na news ni nyina beda ne jum ayare ho samaya sefem pa sanse oye jumtuni ane hunni asam enya me wanwase a report na fe na ekọ na busua fie no adansi amafo di ni se wono mpode ane hunni asam unya ne ho na busua ne ho asam mpo nka odaboko ne din ane ne ye fata adwuma na wo ye no ene se ene fofie antoata na aduabome obi bisa nyame asam ben yeni ho asam bi aka de beka se yenua nantiye ekwan a wo kọ no ye nkọ hoda inti yakasa sabre nye ye bia na ho de chen ha inti ye beka ne se kwan so kose ono nyame enko jumtini koda no ahoma no so ten na me Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochre ekra ni kan eni nkomo ansa na de enti a me frɛ no kra mabaso Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochre nkomo e wose ani udi oye senior political science lecturer at University of Cape Coast. Enti na nka wonkomo mpo de e wasanka efa politics nko aho papa bro no a wote so hu anyinam kane ano sen
efo ne FM for so etifo nyina sisi ampo de akwakoye te say power na ye de maye no endu 12 hours o na ye dum no endu 12 hours and sisi ampo no de ya and say ye mo kania wakwakoda no wadan na edum kania no obesoro na hu nyina aye mfifiri chesa hu so na ubona say a friend is a darkness it on was here our them ho and then they see only to find out say edum kania na edum kania no so at that time and right say modum kania around 11 awmatina say no na ti me da me kam me do fie na edum kania around the same time them come on my about 5 something and say yes so kania na meet me wure fie because the heat is just unbearable. So see on me nim Angela or duty what said ma ewia na nkasa so boy pa why because for tia so ya yehwe han ama just some few people etwetwetwa ye nua forest e dia ye garam say and so when the last tree dies the last man dies
also dies
and we have a government. What are they doing? They have just lost the plot. They've lost control just because Omo Crawford was hardly we movie. And they say, "I'm a boy, no, you're not a boy, no. If you're not out then I know you're mean, couldn't be that. It is because we have destroyed carelessly our forest, virgin forest in your more say, and the government is just looking on with all the state coercive powers."
What do you mean they are looking on they are deeply involved.
Yes. And because almost someone because they have their people doing it. So how do you call them to order? We need a new direction. And now I am really convinced that we need a new direction. Because say but people can claim now omoye de kokoye garam say almost say yensuo in a virgin forest at the end of the day no we an air because the obey be against the environment no so the body brave no here for yensuo no manum because it has already been predicted to say the next world war which will be a third will be over water and to say you are buying na ayehwe han and Crawford say yensuo and we have to treat it at a high cost as a nation. Then we've lost the plot. The current leadership have lost the plot. They have lost their way. The president is clueless. And he's just helpless. And all the things that he said, so I think your guess is as good as mine.
And that way we're not going anywhere. Are you with me? So that is what we're telling you, that we're offering you a different way where we can work together. Are you with me? For the greater common good. That is the path. Or you continue and work on the path of prosperity for the few at the expense of the many. It's a very simple thing, and there's only two paths in this world. Are you with me? You either go for the greater collective good, and it trickles onto everybody a little bit, but lifts the whole society up, or you go for the prosperity of a few billionaires, and it leaves people in the shadows. Even in the big economies like America, etc., you hear of all this big talk, fanful, shine. Go and see how some of those people are living, and you'll know the results of that system. So, we are telling you the truth. We've been following this system for so long, and now you have seen the end result. So it is for you to choose. You also have 2 eyes, you have 2 ears. Look at the real situation and make a choice. This is all we are telling you. Thank you. Yes.
Doc, me da say, and then you remember say, and small can Ghana for bo meeting coat. San say, and come on, ye do a baby, when you say, no. Ain't he, yamra sway. Na unumunso kakra. And come on, Ghana for you need to say, ya bre any NDC MPP. Woman, you know, ya becronsa. Yadi we ba ni nuanum nie enti kwankra na no mo so nam so enti no na chase ye kwa anko besie ni akwa besie achi ye hia third force ene ye da sori ya te se amanyoko nketewa na ya sa pie chart na ya mo ades no omo nyina ko mo ho abom ese wo mo form one party na wo mo de aba be wrestle power from the NDC and NPP said de be ya Ghana for apede no ye be ye. We are political science lecturer. What is our political parties? Makunkron from Movement for Change, Ekokosi parties, a national interest movement. Dr. Michael Busakara Foster Dikain, Ghana First Coalition. Dr. Samuel Neumann Dikain, Union Government. And no Urakwasi Ade Udike. Enatie Ghana National Party Ira Sam Ofori Ampofo Atie Ghana Green Party Reverend Stephen Ayensuna Atie Third Force Movement eno ye Mrs. Augustina Kujodia and a non-aligned voters movement eno so Kofi Beni Bego Edia ena Bengo Edia ena Ora Henry Asante Omienu Atie ena Crusaders Against Corruption Ghana former National Second Vice Chairperson People's National Convention PNC ono na ati sarfo nyina ka mo ho abomu a wo mo se wo mo ye party baako se mayeni komo nwe na fe fa vice namra basa na ye hu ni se Ghana ye anya daache papa bia na e wo ya manwese mu
You know, I say, a little correction. Me a political analyst, me a political science lecturer.
Oh, okay. Me bacho, me da say.
A deacon, no. Yeah. So there is a need for a third force. But as to what I said, third force, no many elections. That one, in reality, no, is not possible for now. I would say to be able to win elections in this country so far, no. Also, we need structures in place. What are these structures? At the branch level, you need to have structures. You need to have executives. Legwork at the community level. Some corners. You need constituency executives under the leadership of an MP or a parliamentary candidate. And also supervise the structure at the constituency level to the branch level. You need regional executives. Almost to supervise the structure at the various constituencies within the region. And then almost supervise indirectly on the branch or branches. Then we have national executive officers. Almost to supervise nationally all the regions. And then Myanmar Ekoso. And so when you're flag bearer, no, I am the figurehead, I could the TBBR. Now, unfortunately, no, Yura, Alan, Neku, and I say unity, and I say alliance or form. They don't have any structures like this. And so what people have in mind and say, well, maybe, and this thing, this third force thing is becoming more pronounced. It is because the current MPP government, the leadership, and performing to the admiration of all Ghanaians. Intina, even if you say, oh, you are bringing back the NDC, why don't you also consider, another force? And that is the third force. But at this point in time, I don't see that happening. As I said, I see them more as an electoral machinery than a systematic or systematically arranged structures put in place. I bet me because so far, after this 2024 elections, as a Baku Evinia, are you sure we'll have people almost say they'll be going to radio stations, TV stations to espouse their views and what they stand for now. And Nakwa said these minority parties in electoral elections say or more they are in the systems. But it costs a lot of money to sustain and present the viewer a defining philosophical orientation. And you see, that has always been done by the NDC and the MPP. And Tinubu will say, all radio stations, most of the radio stations, TV stations, when they are doing political talk shows, MPP, NDC represented, NDC, MPP represented. Occasionally you have a CPP. But I pray, say, Bia, your island there could be sustained because you'll be very resourceful. But what you say will be a free balance also, no? That affects more of the fortunes of the MPP. You cannot deny that. If you deny that, as politicians, they always live in deniability. But when the reality hits them, then they will go back and learn lessons. And, at this point in time, Lydia, I have said to say, the Allen, alliance, they can at best be kingmakers, but they can never be the kings at this point in time. By that, when there is, for example, a second rounder, then they will be able to decide which way to go. And at this point, president, then obviously, it is more likely either somebody remaining neutral or they will support the NDC to oust the MPP. That is what I'm foreseeing happen. Enjoying because he appeals more to the youth as well as Mr. Allen. And Tinkano a very formidable force. And to Abadano, they can easily reach out to them, the undecided, the neutrals, and the not aligned. And in as much as it's a journey towards actualizing this third party or third force way, at this point in time, we've not gotten there yet. We still have a long way to go.
Yera yeda sepa sene odiako school. Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochre, or a political analyst on any nedin komo, and then you maria, or the free dunsum at the babisi amamuni amayukwa would be a war no more, one more day about 1 coin in one more, and not any cocoa tea.